Smash. Oh, pulled it all apparently.
Okay, Kurog fashion.
I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
We're lusting with 2 items pulled? That'll let me know.
Might as well do it like that.
Well, not everyone's here. There was like 2 healers here, so yeah.
Two healers is all we need.
Big ad.
What?
Hey
the
man, I
fuck?
died.
The what is because there's a crossover from fire to earth with that line, so he just
Yeah,
did.
I think it's a weird curved line, so he literally crossed on like the point to hit it 4 times. Only lived because of fucking cheat death. Everybody else is fucking dead.
Damn, Exto. Too bad I don't have my engineering things.
Don't you take enough money for the raid, jeez.
Hey, listen. I made a mistake on the lottery this week, and I paid the difference out of my pocket. So
Oh, sheesh.
I gave you guys double the winnings. It made no sense, and I calculated afterwards. I just went with the numbers it gave me, but it made no sense. Like the total pot was actually.
Oh, so the add-on fucked you?
Yeah, the add-on screwed me over. The total pot was 500k, maybe a bit less, and that's literally what I gave Fernius.
Oh no, that's savage.
Yeah, so I put my gold to good use. Okay, funding Fernius so it can give it all back.
You hear that, Mythin? He's in the market for more. Nine. Wow, you're that rich?
I've been there,
Oh my
Mythin.
God.
I've been there. More than once too.
Good thing Bullock had said he was at his first mill earlier, like a week ago.
Yeah, but then Fern gave me another 400k. Let's get summons going. Thank you, Mythin. I think just Jess and Nuke Light. Oh no, Nuke Light's just dead in the hallway. Yeah.
Mythin's trying to recoup. He's gonna start handing out cookies 5k a pop. The warlock has spoken.
All right. So small adjustment that I want to bring, and this is gonna be, you guys are gonna love me for it, but I'm still bringing that adjustment. So last time we were doing it on Skull, starting on Skull. Today we're starting on X. Apparently I put a diamond down instead. We're starting on X. A lot less movement than I thought we were gonna have, and if we start here, we'll be able to more easily transition. And we're losing, I think, decent amount of DPS just trucking over the half zone, and people are moving and not being able to cast and transition properly into lightning. So yeah, there's a bit of getting used to the new thing. Instead of running towards lightning, you're gonna be running the opposite side for Searing Carnage. So that's basically the biggest thing that we're gonna have to relearn. But beyond that, I mean, it's going to be fairly similar to what we typically do. Marks are up. After raid, won't have to relearn it. That's so mean.
Oh, they were already running it that way.
I know what you meant. All right, Feast is down. Let's get back into this groove. Yeah, we can Ventus.
Hey, Bollark.
Yeah, I saw.
Do you mind?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, I'll step out real quick.
Yeah.
My son's acting up. Thanks.
Wind Fury Totem. Let's do Verds, Cass, Soren. Is it Foe?
It would be just me, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just me sitting out for a few, so
Oh, for a few pulls.
yeah. Is it
I get very little from it.
so
I think
Peppers?
it'd be Peppers.
Peppers or me? How much DPS does she do
Honestly, it probably would be Prot Warrior.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for Windwalker or
We're pretty
Survivor.
low on the list, yeah.
The
Blood DK.
Prot's really high up there, actually. It's just that we do unless I do more than half your guys' damage. It's all right. Sneaking my way into Wind Fury again feels good.
How about a cauldron? Do we have one?
Yes, we do. Ventus up. I believe you had a cauldron still, Rin. I know you.
Let me find it.
If we don't, I have one on me.
You don't have one. Oh no, we used it the other night.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
like first half of the night. Yeah.
I'll
Right.
drop mine.
Thanks, Newslide. Appreciate it.
Is this one 4 or 6? I don't remember.
This one's 6.
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, same deal as before. The only big difference is we're doing it right here instead of far. So Nairi, slight adjustment. Make sure you don't step out. I wouldn't change a single thing on how we were doing it, basically.
Did you want us to Ventus already?
Yeah, just vent us up, guys. We're gonna be a whole week on this, so might as well take the benefit of it. It's not like they're expensive.
Also, like, do the pools only
Range. Yeah, the challenge with I was thinking about how to figure that part out. The challenge by splitting up range and melee is making sure that range doesn't hinder melee's movement, if ever. I mean, we could do the boss here and range in the back, but then range have to do the full soaks. Yeah. I haven't figured out a proper way to do it, basically.
Like, if ranged start on X and melee just sits here and you tank like here, then melee never needs to move and only range need to move.
For the first part, yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, we
Maybe
continue like we do, or
Yeah.
yeah, sure. That wouldn't change a single thing.
And then will you soak the first one, I guess, since we're no weeb, but you just like melee is right here and then the whole group is here.
Me or we?
Weeb's not here.
Oh right,
He was saying what he used to do. You're gonna be taking over.
Yeah, I can probably soak it. Yeah.
So that way, like, melee literally never needs to move. We're just standing here the whole time.
Right.
Range starts here, groups, and then you soak it.
And after that, they follow you the whole
and
way.
after that, so we did the dance. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that works. You cannot be melee warlock tonight, no. But if you want, you can be something else on the warlock eventually. So range, start up on skull, stack up on skull as pixel stacked as possible. Ideally, every pull. Nairi's gonna be right next to you guys. As soon as that first wave comes, just move over to diamond. Me and Nor will be right close, and we'll do the rest. Somebody take the last 2 potions. Thank you, Nathan. Alright, range on skull. After that, you follow diamond. Every other melee should be on diamond right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave.
Sorry, Melee, forgot that was a thing for a moment.
Torn burst. Watch your step. Watch your feet. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage, go.
Defensive.
Alright, let's reset this.
Watch your step.
I'm pretty sure people tried to run and then they got hit by front.
The tank frontal was in the way there.
Should pull a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too far off, but yeah, definitely.
It's a slight adjustment for Nor. Basically, we kind of mirrored what we were doing, and he didn't mirror what he was doing with the ad there. So I kind of threw that frontal on melee until I realized it at first. So, Nor, for you and I, let's just make sure that we direct the big ad frontal this way instead.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we were doing it that same fashion last week, but they were running the other way. So when you have Searing Carnage, you're running this way. You're running counterclockwise. This is what we changed from last week because we're doing it from a different position. Alright. Here's a feast. Nor.
Hi.
Let's go to summon on Mythin. Not on Mythin, on Jess, please. So range is starting on Skull. Then they're moving to Diamond right here. We're technically right here, and we're not moving much. Help me clear this pack once the Raging Inferno happens. Your frontal shouldn't be faced on nobody.
While.
Yeah, we should be both, and we should be able to clear it up a lot quicker if we're both on it. That way, we can really adjust our positions for the Searing Carnage a lot better. Thanks, Mythin. You're good, Jess. Gotta take care of the little ones.
I remember one pool in particular. I think it was Sire. We were mid pool. We just hear silent. Sorry, be back. mid pool, gone. See ya. Just it was hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we definitely understand.
That was tough. Alright, range, everybody on Skull, please. Melee can be on Diamond. Nuke light.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave.
Watch it. Nor. My bad. Flame Strike. Wait for the Flame Strike. Or the Raging Inferno.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Awesome. And Sundering Strike coming up in a few seconds. Nope. Yep.
Defensive.
If you got Searing Carnage, you're going towards Frost. You're not coming towards Lightning.
Watch your step.
Because we have the auto.
Hey, maybe. Alright, gotta clear
I
those.
remember, I feel like it was backwards when I looked at the colors. I can be yours.
Taunt boss.
got deleted.
Watch your step.
Well then, that didn't last long, now did it?
Oh jeez.
Watch your step.
Hilarious.
So in Carnage, you're running counterclockwise if you have it.
Yeah, so is it again for the add-on? Do you know if it's red if you have it, right? Isn't that what it was?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I wanted to clarify because I felt like, and maybe I missed it, but
Reset,
to
guys.
bring that up is a nice little refresher because I know for me, especially when I see green, it's more or less like go, you think go. So you think you have it at that point, or at least I did the first time, and that's why I went the wrong way because I saw green. Obviously, I did not have it, and then I went towards the other way. But, so I think to clarify, red means you do have it, green means you do not have it. I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to establish, Jess. I think.
What is Frost over here?
Frost is over there. You're correct.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, that is correct.
Right towards Frost. Yeah.
Do you guys want
Tanks? You're gonna pull back, right? You just soaked and then planted, so that kind of changed.
No, we soaked and we kind of moved, but too late. I was looking at a different cooldown, so the idea is to soak and move quickly. I thought I had more time than I had, so there's a small adjustment that I need to do there. We all Ventus, by the way, Jess. Freaking Jessme. It's always your fault. It's always the same people.
Right. First the rally, sheesh. Now advances.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of primal elements.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Torn burst. Watch your step.
Alright, so you're in Carnage.
Watch your step. Defensive.
People wrote that.
Take the bus, good.
Watch your step.
Back.
Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step.
And watch the run.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Move it. Move. Alright, let's reset.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, we struggled a whole lot getting used to it last week, and I know I just changed things up for you guys, so I know... Just stand in something, Nor. I know there's going to be a moment to readapt, but if you have red, you're running. If you have green, you can just plant on diamond. If you have red, you are running towards red. Let's do that. Red is where you run to. That being said, don't forget, you guys should be stacking a whole lot more on diamond. There was a really, really bad... so we're focusing the boss first, not the ad. That means the ad is going to be alive for a while, and we're going to get more than one stack of the things that we need to soak. If you guys aren't stacked on diamond, we're going to get a shit ton of things that's all spread out across the room, and it's going to be a lot harder to soak. If we have a tight stack on diamond, we can control it a lot more. So you guys need to make sure you find diamond and you stack on it. You run away from Searing Carnage and you're running back towards it, you make sure you find that diamond and you plant. Right now, I don't care about your DPS. I care about making sure we understand our positioning, making sure we know where to position ourselves, where we need to move. DPS will come later. So focus on finding diamond, focus on running the right direction. If we do those two things over and over and over again, it'll become second nature, and then your DPS will kick in. So for now, let's focus on making sure we stack and we run the right direction. The color red has not changed from last week. The direction has changed from last week. What did you say, Wonkus?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You could also have DBM screaming at you for Searing Carnage. That's another option. Cass, you good? Cassatella? Mr. Mage?
Yeah, one sec.
Okay.
I was trying to like rotate that stupid weak aura so it just basically flip the green and red, and the stupid anchors on those things are just idiotic and will not move where you tell it to.
Yeah, it's fun times.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Torn choice. Watch your step. Watch your
Alright, watch the Searing Carnage coming up. Boss is moving.
step. Defensive. Watch your step.
Keep stacked on diamond, guys. Keep stacked on diamond.
Shockwave. Torn burst. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Watch your step. Defensive.
You can knock it.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Alright, we're not supposed to follow the diamond with the divine shield up, right?
Did you phase it?
I fucked it up and he went fast. I missed the last second.
Alright, let's just reset this. I didn't catch that, Nuclide.
He had divine shield up running through the battles. Kind of hard to follow.
Got like stuck. You guys need to give us more room. That first one too. Like you guys, the tank's gonna move right after this. Though the first thing is range need to stack. You guys had a bad stack, so the tanks took longer to clear.
Yeah, if you guys are not
And then the
pixel
tanks
stacked,
need
we're
to
gonna
move
take a
quicker.
bit longer to do it.
Yeah, the problem, at least for me personally on the range side, is when I get selected with the Carnage, being able to make my way without, having issues, because I obviously have to stop for a second to heal, and then it's like 1 second after the Carnage ends where we need to be stacked, right? Isn't that how it's more or less laying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but that's the issue I'm following right now is like I have just gotten, I don't know, unlucky, whatever, just taking damage during that, and I'm spending a half second getting a cast off, and then I'm a second or so behind the actual stack of that after the Carnage.
We're mostly talking about the first one on Skull Nuclide. Pixel stacking I know is rough, but that first one, you guys have all the time in the world right now to stack and pixel stack. Later on, we understand pixel stacking is hard. Still, there's people way out of position, and that's mostly the one. First one is a problem, Nuclide. That's what we're talking about. There's two problems. First, it's not pixel stacked on the first one, so we get to have. Unfortunately, we got two piles, and we can't get rid of them easily. We have to go back and forth, back and forth. It's not an easy getting rid of it. The second one, sure, pixel stack is ideal, but some people are not even close to the stack, and that's mostly what we're addressing. So do your best to stack on diamond once you have that responsibility. But on that first one, I need you guys to really get tight. So I can't type. Here's a ready check. There's a repair bot right here on Square, guys. A lot of you need to repair. Should repair, rather. AI, please. Alright, guys. Range, pixel stack, and don't move. Please. I saw that. Someone moved.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Defensive. Watch your step.
I think people are stacking on diamond while we should be stacking on skull for ranged.
Yeah, that's why we got two puddles, because melee can't get it.
Yeah, it definitely happened here.
Watch your step.
Certain Carnage coming out.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Got some slings that weren't cleared, guys.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Defensive.
Alright, let's reset this. Nor, You're pointing that Sundering Strike towards the
Yeah, I did that one wrong. I was trying to group all the little shits and stuff.
No, but even before the little shits came
Very
out,
first one.
you're pointing it towards the middle. I'm just trying to understand why.
The first one?
Yeah, you're oftentimes between the middle and the boss.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's a few times that it's. I feel like where we're stacked, I gotta move.
Yeah, the first one, the raid needs more room. I don't know if you guys, the tanks are having trouble because that one we had a pool on melee for whatever reason. But you guys, the tanks need to give us a little bit more room.
Right.
And then, yeah, Nor, you're facing one like this way, and that's the safe zone for everybody. Because
Right.
the first circles are gonna drop right here, like the first drop of the dance. So we do need to take like one step over this way, and that's right into the frontal.
It should
So
always
you need
be
to be tanking like
towards this
way
way.
back here.
Right.
You both need to be like backing up a little, giving the raid room. You dance out to the left, and safe is to the right.
Second thing I'm noticing is we're not getting rid of all the stacks of Raging Inferno. I'll try and call it out to make sure you guys understand it's time to clear it. But we need to make sure that we take care of all those stacks so that no ad spawn, because ad spawning is just not a good idea. Rian. Let's get a res for Rian, please.
Is that me or Exto first? Like, it's us, right? I'm just like we never 100%.
Yeah, it's you two. Just go for it. Honestly, like there's no. Just split it up and go for it. You won't be able to do the whole thing on your own, anyways. There's a few stacks, and any other range with a decent cooldown can help. I think waiting. I'm not sure how tight it is towards a new. I forgot the name. The name of the molten thing that you actually need to be stacked for. So we may need to understand the window for that. Yeah, it's only one Sexto. Melee tanks are going to take care of the first one, and you should only see a second one stack that you need to take care of.
Yeah, we haven't really got out of the first dance clean though. Like,
yeah.
Every time it's been kind of a mess. So. Valo, are you sure you're melee? I feel like that was one of you last. I think that was you last time.
Yeah, I was actually stacked. Yeah, I was stacked in one group wrong, but I definitely repositioned before it actually came out. So I don't know if Valo or evokers are considered ranged.
Yeah, evokers are ranged.
Oh, yep. Ranged are all in scoring. I'm not done.
Ranged are all on skull right now. Yeah.
5, 4,
right, for the first one.
For the first one, yeah.
2,
right? Okay, cool.
1.
Just wanted to clarify.
I have thread.
Taunt boss.
Got it.
Watch your step.
Grab Kurog. After this, come on, do it.
Defensive.
Alright, go stack and do your thing.
Watch your step.
A lot better range, thank you. And move the boss. Move. Come. Drag him. Good.
Watch your
Good.
step.
That's enough.
Taunt boss.
And restack on diamond.
Watch your step.
Get him up.
Okay.
What?
I mean, I can use a soul stone. I thought I was safe. That was the reason I came forward.
Defensive.
Drag him as soon as magma. Drag him now. North. Good. You're good.
Watch your step. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Begin.
Good job, guys. That was a lot better. Alright, let's go towards the middle. That doesn't change. Interrupt any far as the spawn as much as possible.
Which one are we going?
We're going clockwise with the...
Lightning first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't understand the question, sorry.
Watch your step.
Start recital in 2 seconds. Keep going. Nor you've got control. Soaking, soaking.
Watch your step.
We missed one. I don't know which one, but we missed one.
Was right next to the fire to its left.
Alright. Good. That was already better for that first part, I think.
What is the reason we're not going against the weak aura?
Because otherwise we may be dropping some fire into the lightning zone, so we don't want to do that.
Okay, like future because the fire stays there.
Yes, correct.
Okay, all right, makes sense.
What's the target? I don't. Okay.
Isn't the Seer Incarnate's fires disappearing?
Yeah, it goes away like immediately. It's the other fire that stays.
Which fire stays?
Beginning.
The fire we're baiting for Nairi or whatnot, not the Searing Carnage part, obviously, but the other fire.
Magma burst.
Right, and
yeah,
sometimes yeah, that's my point. So sometimes people leave for Searing Carnage. Some people are stuck out of position for longer than others, and there's a magma burst that happens when you guys are transitioning back to Diamond. That magma burst, if people are out of position, that fire is going to stay. So I'm basically just trying to avoid having some stuff on lightning there and just keeping it in fire.
Yeah. They even tell you to like not to bait Searing Carnage into Earth because we're going Earth next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the intermission.
Yeah, and you go super far when you do Searing Carnage sometimes, so could be lightning, could be Earth. It's just not worth the risk. We don't need as much room in Frost if ever you do go all the way.
When we go into the middle, what are we supposed to be doing with Searing Carnage? Because it's like right under all the soaks and everything.
Right. So since we're going left for Searing Carnage during the first phase, we're gonna keep doing that same thing. Let's go left during intermission as well. Let's keep oh, look at me doing an.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like.
Sorry, guys. Ugh, I was. Yeah.
Fun stuff. 50K. Ah, Minton's broke. Oh shit, she's charging it all. I love it.
Since we're going counterclockwise with Searing Carnage in the first phase, let's keep it simple. Let's do the exact same thing in the intermission. So we will rotate counterclockwise in the intermission as well. As soon as that fire ad dies, you guys can just, run out, do the same thing. It doesn't matter. Try and keep it close, like I was saying last time. Try and keep it within the inner circle. Try and not go too far out because Lightning Guy teleports to people during that moment. So if you guys are teleporting halfway across the room in Frost, you're really putting us at a disadvantage for the soaks that are coming up.
You see what I typed though in healer? The jump only targets healers.
The jump only targets healers? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Everybody else can run wherever they feel like it.
Okay, cool. So
Blizzard hates healers.
I mean, Blizzard hates range, melee, and healers. They're really going all across right now. So.
What about tanks? They don't hate us.
Oh, they definitely hate us.
But you didn't say that.
Did you place food? I don't know.
I did not actually. I was about to ready check and.
Just making sure.
What, Rian? How dare you? It's not our fault he's got frontals.
I mean, what Rian doesn't want to tell you is the reason he went to Shaman for that reincarnate. What's up? That free res. That's what we all look for.
I didn't ready check. Come on, Silent. I can't type. Exto hurry flasks.
It would take a little bit longer on pool smithing, but well, I guess it does count as a B res too. His doesn't, so I don't know about that.
All right, range stack up.
On scope.
Yeah.
Trying to clear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Good. Moving boss. Searing Carnage, guys.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Try not bringing Searing Carnage on top of the tanks, please.
Watch your step.
Alright, range. Gotta take care of these. Good.
Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Alright, and Searing Carnage.
Watch your step. Defensive. Watch
It's
your
out.
step.
Bring it over. As soon as he does that, you go.
Begin.
Alright, to the middle.
Run away.
Searing Carnage coming in a few seconds. You're running counterclockwise, don't forget. Everybody else watch out.
Help sir.
Keep the interrupts going on that small lot, guys.
Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Watch your step.
Searing Carnage again.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
You guys can just run up with this one.
Watch your step.
I can't remember that. Yeah, I guess both tanks were down.
No, we got one down,
No?
but
Okay.
missed aggro on one. They're in range now too. Alright.
Watch your step.
Just wipe it, guys. Stand in your Searing Carnage.
Seems like a nice, fun, finicky dance we're gonna do here.
Yeah. The quicker we kill lightning, the Searing Carnage, left, right. I bought my dancing shoes. Good. The quicker we kill lightning, the better it is. But there's a good balance of trying to save our cooldowns for once Kurog comes back. That being said, for now, I wouldn't worry about that part too much. So, whatever you got, just make sure you unload in lightning. I will deal with balancing damage later on. If you need a new weak aura for Searing Carnage that may be a bit more clear on whether you have it or not. By the end of it, Nari, feels like everybody is kind of cornered in here before that transition. Is that just me, or is that not much of a struggle?
Definitely cornered, but I don't know. There's the one avoid thing you have to do that's kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
After that, it's fine.
All right.
I think there's the one. So like, there's one where the two shadow priests clear.
Yeah.
So we can keep the boss closer. You know, like we avoid the. I guess they're probably the second set of puddles, maybe.
Yeah.
We don't need to really pull the boss super far. We can keep, like, I can just move to the left or something like that of the puddles.
Okay.
And then the shadow priest can clear, and like you guys never need to move, so that should give us more room.
Okay.
For the second puddles, I guess.
Yeah. And if we kill the ad, I know I'm not asking you guys to focus it, but make sure you cleave that ad properly. We're doing our best to keep it in range. But if he dies literally a second quicker, we won't get the third clearing of the puddles that we just had on this pull.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of final elements.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your feet. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Don't need to move, Nor. They're
Yeah,
clearing
you
these.
just-
These are clearing.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Gotta clear these. Good.
Shockwave.
Restack. Excellent.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Pull forward for us. Pull forward for us. Or pull back, I guess.
Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your step. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Honk it. Get Wonkus up. Lightning guys. Interrupt on the small ad as much as possible.
Watch your step.
Counterclockwise, don't forget.
Help soak.
Soak it.
Watch your step.
Alright, let's reset this.
Watch your step.
Is there a world where the mobs are on, like, just outside the circles? The soaks are happening and the Searing Carnage is outside, like, right outside that ring?
Is there a world where that happens?
Like, you keep those big guys right outside this ring, and then Searing Carnage is outside the ring, so the soaks are inside and they're not, like, at the same time. Like, in the same space.
Maybe we can try and figure it out.
I don't know.
Problem is the one just jumps to a healer and then plants, right?
Yeah.
The lightning? Or can you move?
Well, I mean, it's not a full plant, but he's really hard to move.
Now you face the
Oh,
master.
God damn. I literally was logging back in. Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Wild.
That is so awkward. And then I didn't notice when the resort spawn.
Our main issue right now is the chaos that the Searing Carnage ensues. A lot of people are dying to it. Myself first. Like, I don't see the tracks very well. So let's try something. We literally don't care about fire and lightning anymore. Yeah, we don't care about fire. We don't care about lightning. So what we'll try to do is keep the mini bosses around X. And I'm trying to formulate my idea. Sorry. So let's take those 2 guys to X. People that get Searing Carnage, instead of turning around in the middle, run outside towards lightning or towards fire. Like, if you do not see the marker, we need to reposition around. If you're a healer, what's going on over here? Why was somebody pinging? If somebody's a healer, like all 5 of you, I'd say you're the exception to the rule, where you guys need to kind of stick around middle with. I mean, you won't all get Searing Carnage, but if one of you healers gets Searing Carnage, just run around the middle, just so we can keep it inside the ring and not super far out. I don't know if this is gonna work, to be honest, but I'd like to.
I get what you're saying.
I'd like to try it. Yeah.
During the intermission, you run the fire out.
Yeah.
Just run it to the edge. That way it keeps the middle clear for people to do their thing. And that way, if you don't have it, you don't have to worry about somebody running over you with it and getting out of them.
Yeah, so it's going to do 2 things. It's going to allow people that don't have Searing Carnage to just step back. And that healer that gets it, instead of, like, if you have it and you're the healer, I would highly suggest that you kind of step forward with it a bit and then start rotating. If you have it and you start instantly cutting, you're going to put that over your people. So be considerate, healers. do try and do an outer swing instead of an inner swing, but the rest of you just go out. I don't know. It feels like we're not prepared. We don't know what we're doing, guys, but I swear, homework and reality sometimes, and the way we approach it and the way we typically react to these mechanics, they're often two different things. So we do have to kind of figure our own way into it. Senarth is a good example. I swear stacking together in melee was the way that everybody was doing it. But we ignored it and we did our own way. So we'll figure what works for us.
Yeah, Mythin, you hear that? You hear that? We're gonna figure out what works for us.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of primal elements.
Begin. Defensive.
Take the boss, please.
Shockwave. Watch your step.
Clear the last part of it, Nor. Somebody.
Watch your step.
Searing Carnage, guys.
Defensive.
Watch the frontal on the boss.
Watch your step.
And range, get ready to clear. I can do the close one. Good job.
Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Sorry. Yeah.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Good job, guys. Nice clear, Cass. Get him up. Fresh buffs really quickly. Val will take it.
We didn't hit it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
Ice first.
Alright, reset. Good. Stand in Searing Carnage, guys. Just stack on diamond, don't move.
Sorry, the way you said that, he was like, "Now let's take that," and you were like, "Oh, we didn't get it."
Yeah, I didn't realize you were talking about the
Right, yeah. To clarify, maybe like we didn't get the second half.
Yeah.
I think it would be pretty obvious just to have a millisecond.
Oh,
there.
I released.
You're okay, Peppers.
Yeah, probably was obvious, but it was one of those things where I was just instantaneously looking for the B-res I just put out. I was like, what? That didn't go out?
I was just spacing out listening to people talk, and I hit the release.
Oh, yeah, that happens. Hey, Mythin's got it down pat. I'm sure he's done it a few times.
Yeah, it saves me too, Mythin.
Can we summon?
She should be able to show up across the room very soon. Unless she wasn't walking.
If I went down the right hallway.
We got you.
I can't keep track of what hallway goes to what boss in this raid for some reason. I don't know.
This isn't Hogwarts.
Because it all looks the same. It's just one fucking brown hallway of fucking nothing. The boss arenas look fine, but all the hallways is just like random, nondescript, dark brown hallway.
Alright, guys. Let's go again. Fresh verse.
Wait.
What?
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I was just getting the hammer real quick.
From the back. Range stacking has been a lot better on the first one. It's helped a lot.
3, 2, 1.
Keep it up.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Torrent force. Watch your step.
Alright, Searing Carnage.
Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your step.
Stack on diamond.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Shockwave. Torn force. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Defensive.
Watch it, Nor.
Watch your step. Begin.
Get him up. Yeah, we got an extra one.
What?
Yeah. He like came too quickly. Alright, well. Die, guys. He's so consistent. Why?
Watch your step.
One thing I'd like to note, if you get hit by anything right before he's about to cross, make sure you pop a quick potion or something. It can just die whenever it dies, Jess. I just don't want you guys to focus it. But if you sweep and strike execute it, that technically helps us. The quicker it dies, the better it is. But you don't want to be wasting DPS on it. If actually focusing helps your DPS, go for it. Yeah. If it's real no loss pad. Some people actually have to commit to it and they lose damage on boss. That's no good. Did I drop a fuse? I don't think I did, eh?
Nope.
Alright. There's a repair bot back there, hurry. Hurry might want to repair. Hurry? You need to repair. I don't think so, Wonkus. Not yet. Maybe later in the fight? I'm not sure.
Okay.
5,
Range
4,
stack up.
3, 2, 1.
Now you face the wrath of
Trigger. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Taunt pulse. Watch your step. Watch your step.
be consumed by flame.
Defensive.
Watch the tank frontal. Good. Stack on diamond. Stack on diamond.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Step on the last one. There's one in the back, guys.
Shockwave. Watch your feet.
Sorry, range. I saw you trying to avoid it.
Troll me, dude.
Yeah, I died through dispersion. I don't know what happened.
Watch your step.
Yeah, I got it. He's moving.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Alright, get nucleated up.
No, got frost.
Yep.
Why?
So the
You
one
even did
detective
get your
there.
frost there because you. Well,
Did they patch something? That's my question. Reset.
Watch your step.
So last time I pulled instantly, and then he cast. This time I wait till 1% goes up, and then he fucking spawns frost.
Does he have to get a
Running.
frost dominant stack or something?
No. Basically, he needs to start his cast for the ad, or else he technically didn't. I mean, it only happened once where he summoned it completely after going that transition too quickly. So I'd say let's keep him a bit further from the edge than right on the edge like we're doing right now.
Yeah, keep him like a couple steps out.
Like we're literally right here. Just keep him, you know, this may be doing the difference. That's what we were doing last time. Right now we're feeling cornered by the fact that we're doing it, so we're a lot closer to that edge, but I don't think we need to be that tight. So if we untighten it a bit and you bring it as soon as that magma thing's, maybe that's going to help our timing. Wonkus repair.
Yeah.
Either that or this boss just doesn't want us to try the strat that we spoke about earlier. He's like, no, that's too good. Don't do it. It's got to be it, right?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of primal elements.
Trigger. Defensive. Watch your step.
Why does taunt hate me?
Taunt boss. Watch your feet. Watch your step.
I'll take him in a second here.
Watch your step.
He's moving, he's moving.
Shockwave.
You took him back for some reason. I don't have him. It's on you.
Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Finish the last stack, please.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Move him. Good. Searing Carnage
Watch
coming.
your step. Taunt boss.
Okay, hurry up.
Watch your step.
Watch your health. Ugh. Okay, we're good.
Big eye.
Okay, hurry up. Good. To X. Got it. Good. 2 good spawns. Don't forget, you're going out when you have it. Lightning first.
Run away.
Searing Carnage, 5 seconds. Healers, you're the only ones not running out. You're running around internally. Everybody else back up a bit. Let's move back towards this edge over here a bit. Let's try and work towards the same spot. Soaks.
Watch your step.
Searing Carnage, watch it. Good, this helps us.
Watch your step.
Watch the recital over here and just walk towards the markers. Interrupt the ad in the back, please. Get it towards us. Just YOLO. Searing Carnage. We won't get there. Interrupt the small ad. I got bus. You're good. Alright, guys, over here. Oh, I should have done something that I didn't do. It's okay.
Knocking back. Watch your step.
Shit. Ad's gonna do the same thing as well.
Watch your step.
Watch it. On ad.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
I'll AoE taunt whatever's around here.
Defensive. Taunt boss.
Ooh, I got smacked. Okay, there's a weird timing there that I gotta be careful with. Do you have your tankard for that, Nor?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, AoE taunt thought would have been a good idea, but there's a punch happening at the same time.
Yeah, I think they both punch right then.
Do they? Oh crap. Yeah.
I think so.
So one thing I forgot to do is also not bring Kurog towards Earth too quickly. So just for future reference, so you guys know, when that transition is going to happen, I'm going to be holding him here for a few seconds. Nah, sorry. No, don't kill him. Hey, nobody died. So just so people know, I'm going to be holding him on Skull for 2 seconds before I bring him into Earth to try and offset some mechanics. So if you're wondering why he's in the middle for maybe a slightly longer period, that's why on pull. I think that worked. I think we need to adjust a few things. If he does port away towards, say, towards circle, do keep in mind that I want to try and bring him back over here to reposition as much as possible, at least towards fire. If he's on circle, I'll try and want to reposition him here, north. So that's for you and I, just to try and keep bringing him. And if for whatever reason he ends up on square, this is fine as well. But people going out and people in the middle stepping back felt like it was better, cleaner. Yeah, same thing, Rian. Same thing, but we have to make sure that we kill it before the phase ends. That's the big thing. So we'll see what. What?
Does it happen with Earth where you get both donuts at the same time?
Not if I offset it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, there's an impossible overlap if you just bring him straight into Earth. It's not impossible, but it's really, really bad.
4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your feet. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage, here we go.
Defensive.
Stack up, stack up.
Watch your step.
Range. Good.
Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your step.
Get Nora up. Interrupt the small end.
Run away.
Forget to get this out, guys. Good. And Searing Carnage coming in 2 seconds. Don't forget you're going forward. Everybody else step back. Let's move out a bit here. Let's give ourselves some room. Soak. Searing Carnage happening in 2 seconds, guys. Do what you can. Bring him over here.
Watch your step.
Searing Carnage outside. Try and go towards lightning, please. Let's reset.
Help so.
Barely a test of my skill.
Let's go again.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. And I think I just now discovered this the hard way. When we're in that intermission there, and Searing Carnage is getting ready to come out, it's probably not wise to be standing on the outside of the mobs, right? Like away from the center, because anybody that's Searing Carnage is beginning, that's the direction they're coming.
Yeah,
right?
correct.
So it probably would be better to be on the inside of them, you know, closer to the center of the room right before Searing Carnage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try as much as possible to try and get those ads to like this point. And if you guys can just stack really on the inner ring right before it happens or on that edge, if you guys are here, you're running against a grain, and that's going to be rough for you.
Yeah, I just got ran over because I was on the outside, and I was like, oh, that's probably not a good place to be.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Hurry's reminding me that it's 11:30. Let's take a break. Well deserved. I think we cleaned up a few things there, so let's come back 10 minutes and prog this stuff, guys.
Definitely think we're getting some of that movement down. We know when, hey, this is happening, that's happening, where we're essentially going.
Yep.
We're getting in the groove.
There's one more thing that's important to do for the end of intermissions. When Grim Totem goes active again, you want to pull him next to the earth side from the middle, then stop for like a second before pulling him over to the earth side. Doing this will offset Add and Boss Erupting Bedrock cast, which makes them a lot easier to deal with. So after you've done this, the order you're going to get for Erupting Bedrock in this phase is first Boss, then Boss, and Add at roughly the same time, and then Boss alone. So as soon as you get to the earth side, start nuking down Boss and cleave Add. Dodge the rings from Boss and then Add. During the Add's Erupting Bedrock, Boss will spawn the Add swirls. And I'll say this now, and if you're a raid leader, repeat this to your raid. The swirls area is bigger than the animation. Don't greed, don't min-max by standing just outside. Be safe, move. When these Add spawns, tanks, be aware of this overlap, because both tanks will get frontaled, one from Add, one from Boss, and the absorbs they apply to tanks are huge. And if you're not a DK or DH that can just, self-heal, you're going to need heavy cooldowns here, because Boss slaps hard, big Add slaps, and all the small Add slaps. Plus, Gargantuan healing absorb. But yeah, Add spawns, AV them down on Boss and big Add, and a few seconds before your second Erupting Bedrock, whichever tank is currently tanking the big Add needs to move it away from Boss to make the Erupting Bedrock easier, as they tend to cast these at roughly the same time, or like with a second in between. So keep them
Around 5 minutes.
Boss usually starts erupting and then adds. We usually dodge from Boss towards the Add. And then once this ends, all DPS swap to the big Add and focus it down. And at this point, Boss will have around 20 stacks of Earth, meaning the dominance ticks are massive. So we had the rule, if you get the healing absorb on you at this point in the fight, you healing pot or health stone the first one, and then the same on the next one. So don't use both on one absorb, split them up, and also self-heal if you can or if it's needed. The absorb is almost 500 100,000, and the dominance ticks for like 150k. And shortly after this, you'll get new adds into another erupting bedrock. We try to always kill the big ad just as the new small ad spawned, or shortly after during. Finish up the ads, then you survive. Legit, only thing that happens is erupting bedrock and dominance ticks. However, these dominance ticks are brutal to say the least, and you're going to lose players here if they aren't prepared. So as soon as you're safe from dodging these circles, just make sure to survive. Call for externals if you don't have a defensive self-heal if you can. Pray to the almighty space lizard. Just stay grounded on the earthy side until boss runs into the middle. Now during this, you get Earth Ad, which spawns smaller earthy ads, and the frosty boy that casts absolute zero. So for this, there's a few things that you should do. First of all, Earth Ad will always target the 3 nearest players with Ground Shatter, which are the massive circles. So you should always try to have your most mobile slash tanky classes to cuddle dead center under the earthy ad before Ground Shatter cast. Since we had a Vengeance Demon Hunter and Prot Warrior, we tried to always get it on them and then one extra mobile DPS. But the next important thing here is the Absolute Zero, which just so happened to be my nickname in high school. Now just like on Heroic, you want to place one in melee, or in this case, in front of the Frost ad, since that's the one you'll be killing first. And then the other one more in range around the Earth ad, just avoid overlapping the circle. Now here's the kicker though. You want 2 players that have immunity to not soak any of these. Doing so will leave them without a debuff, and the next time you get Absolute Zero, it will always target those 2 players who are then free to just run out and immune. And this is mainly because Raid can't soak 2 in a row without becoming popsicles, so having 18 soak it and then the 2 immune it, you just skip one and nobody has to become a popsicle. Lastly, the big Earth ad should die right before it spawns its second set of ads. However, even if you do happen to get him, it's not the end of the world. Stack him up on boss and cleave him down. I mean, think of the... So, for the final phase, you want to drag boss into the frost side, and again, you want to stop right before the frost side, wait a second, and then drag boss over to offset their frigid torrent casts. So as soon as phase starts, full nuke on boss, ignore the ad completely, don't waste a global on it unless it increases your boss damage. You will not be killing this ad at all, it is just a burn phase for the boss before the enrage kicks in and everyone dies. For Absolute Zero here, the first one everyone can soak, since the second one happens around the time the boss enrages, so you'll sacrifice them anyways. However, if the first Absolute Zero happens to go on a player with immune ready, then they should just run out an immune to help the raid. When Frigid Torrent starts, step back and look at the projectiles. It is easy to get stressed out here, especially as melee, but keep in mind that the animation will change as soon as the projectile is dangerous, so as he spawns them, they're safe to run over. Then like half a second or a second later, he fires them out. They change animation and they will now freeze and damage you. So if you're in melee, just look where it spawns, move into the gap. Don't need to run out, don't have to dodge. Even if it spawns on you, just move to the side. And before the second set of Frigid Torrents, just like the bedrock, you want to split ad and boss a bit to make dodging easier. I can confirm their area is bigger than their animation as well. Now, whichever tank runs out with the ad, keep in mind you'll get frozen after a bit if you don't have 2 additional players with you, so either have a way to break stuns, or be fast with moving ad out and move into melee with boss. You can potentially send 2 healers or something with the tank to keep them from getting popsicled if needed. Otherwise, it's cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the strat goes. The final phase, like I said, is just a burn phase, so again, you want to go into that phase with cooldowns ready, use second combat pot here, and make a win. A few final things, like I mentioned earlier, this is a throughput fight. The healing requirement is huge, as well as the...
It's so quiet during break. It's so quiet. It's so quiet during. Hello? What? Is my mic working? Hello? There we go.
Five,
Quiet in here.
4,
I know.
3, 2, 1.
I was catching up on phase 2, making sure I was good on certain timings, so I forgot to gamble. Mythin, can we get a summon going, please?
I'm almost there.
Just for you, Rian. Good thing I didn't do more this break. Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Just a heads up. We basically just transferred what we were doing last time to this side because we were honestly losing some uptime on boss with that weird transition across the whole fire platform. So if you do get Searing Carnage this time around, you're going counterclockwise instead. Good?
Yep.
Alright.
Red, toward red, I guess.
What's that?
You know, now it's Searing Carnage is going towards the or it's always been there, right? Going towards
Frost.
Frost or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like that last week, but
Well, yeah, I get you. Okay, but I thought that's what we were transitioning to, right?
yeah, it is. It's just Furnace hasn't seen it yet.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Can I get some cookies real quick? Nothing.
I guess I kind of came back towards the end. I didn't know.
Yeah, you're good.
Just reloading UI.
Puts you back.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Did you drop food? Maybe. Or just
I dropped it pre-break. I'll be honest. You're the only one
no
without
worries.
food. Yeah.
It's fine. I'll eat personal.
Wits, Nairi, Velo, and Myth in your flask are expired. Alright. Melee stays on Diamond Fern. Range has a small stack pre-pull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of primal elements.
Bigger. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your feet. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Defensive.
Watch the frontal.
Watch your step.
Stack.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Job range.
Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step.
There's more room.
Yep.
There's more room.
Keep moving.
Watch your step.
Gotta clear the stacks range.
Defensive.
Coming to help.
Watch your step.
Snort. Yep. Onkit Verge. Ah. Searing Carnage coming up. Go out, melee. And reposition it towards X, guys. Reposition it towards X. Searing Carnage coming in 5 seconds.
Watch your step.
Don't go towards Earth. Try and go towards Lightning. Alright, let's reset. Both tanks are dead.
Watch your step.
Barely a test of my skill.
Correct, Jess. Zod. Yeah, if Searing Carnage is coming out, just want to make sure that you do not pre-moving in hopes that you don't get it. Just make sure. Maybe somebody moved thinking they didn't have it, they had it. That's also a possibility there. Alright, take your time. Do it. We vent this, by the way, Fern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mythian needed to relog, so just gonna wait for him to come back.
Oh, 50k for the wait.
Add it to the tab that I've got running on everyone else.
Let me know when you're good. Awesome. Let's get this show on the road.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of primal elements.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Watch your feet. Taunt force. Watch your feet. Watch your step. Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your step.
Not a bad start.
Diamond was running back.
There's no.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Gotta clear these guys. Good.
Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step. Defensive.
Let's reset, guys.
Taunt boss.
I told you reset.
Yep.
What's one way to not make these guys just wait? Just throw the punch at them. I want to just one thing. Searing Carnage. I see a lot of people rotating through the tank. Be very careful by that frontal. It is huge. It has a lot of range, and I'm seeing a lot of people get hit by it. Sometimes it's deadly, sometimes it's not. But be very careful running through the tank for that punch on Searing Carnage, because there will always be a Searing Carnage punch.
not like calling people out, but are the people who are dying safe and just not stepping out, or are the people who are dying people with Searing Carnage?
I just died because I wasn't paying enough attention, and I thought I was out of the fire, and I wasn't.
Yeah, I was just running in front of the boss to get away from the frontal, and there was Searing Carnage under the boss again for some reason.
So you were both safe people who just didn't go far enough, yeah?
Yeah, maybe. Nor make sure that you taunt during the punch. We don't want him to move back and forth like that.
Yeah, I goofed that one.
Yeah. All right. Personal mistakes, issues, things like that, those happen. Just got to make sure we pay attention to it. If there's some recurring carnage in wrong places, we need to fix it. But if it's something else,
yeah. I mean, I think people are moving the correct way now, so you definitely need to take a step out, like into the right when you're safe. But for the most part, it's been pretty good with people moving the right way now. So.
Yeah.
But definitely under the boss, like we can't. It's not gonna be safe because it takes people a second to realize they have it.
5.
That would have been like the third puddle. It was the other puddles already clearing up.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Taunt force. Watch your step. Watch your step. Defensive.
Back.
Watch your step. Watch your feet. Shockwave. Taunt boss.
Hi. God damn it.
you're good.
Watch your step.
They give us a
Yep.
Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Don't hesitate. Just go.
Begin.
Good job. All right, on X. Interrupt the ad when it comes out as much as possible, please. Focus fire. That's focus lightning. Sorry, words. Searing Carnage coming in 2 seconds. Everybody but healers, you're moving out towards lightning and fire. Everybody else step back. Readjust, try and bring it over. Lethal Current, she's not going to move.
Help save.
Soaks, guys, soaks. Searing Carnage happening.
Watch your step.
Play it safe. He's outside. We're good here, Searing Carnage. You guys are on lightning right now, so just go out, guys. Go out. We're good. Everybody else step back.
Yeah, just be safe here. We actually want to phase this later. Maybe as slow as we can.
Yeah, get Cass up. Get him up. Yeah, you should be saving your cooldowns now.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Kill that. Interrupt that small head and get him over.
Defensive. Begin.
Focus the big guy here.
Watch your step.
Bedrock, watch it, melee. Watch your feet again on the ad.
Watch your step.
Pick up the ads here.
Defensive. Knocking back. Taunt boss.
Heroes.
Watch your step.
You're at feet on the big guy. Feet on the big guy. Get out. Get in. Watch out. There's a new bedrock coming. No, we did it. Oh, we skipped it. Cool. This is good for us.
Taunt boss.
Alright, keep going.
Watch your
If ever you get the bubble on you, you have to pop personals at this point in the fight. Potion, cookie.
2 seconds, Pollard.
You're good.
Watch your step.
Watch your feet here. And he's about to face.
There is no element I cannot control. I need to get closer. It's too far.
Alright, get those away. Frost is priority when we're in this intermission.
Pots are up again.
Cast don't soak, and I don't know who else. Alright, everybody in on this. Bombs out.
Watch your step.
Whoever got these, get out and die.
Watch your step.
Yeah, we didn't speak about that. I'll clarify the that part for next time. We can just wipe this at this point, honestly. We saw what we needed to. We're not going to benefit from more.
When you said focus the big guy, is that the boss or the ad?
I thought we said that we always focus on the first round.
So there was a
pretty big guys.
I think when I said focus the big guy. No, there was a moment in the.
Yeah, you said focus the big guy going into phase 2 with the rock ad that spawns. So
Yeah, there's a point in. All right, so let's talk about these. There's a few things. First off, when we enter that second phase with Earth, I want us to be focusing the boss, not the rock dude. Okay, I want us to focus the boss, not the ad. That being said, early on in that phase, we have our cooldowns. I don't want us to waste those big cooldowns on the ad. That being said, I do want us to kill that rock guy before a certain point in time. So at a moment in time in that phase, I will be telling you. Basically, it's after we do both. Like there's an overlap of Erupt and Bedrock. Boss does Erupting Bedrock into ad Erupting Bedrock. When that sequence happens, switch your focus to the big ad. I know it's weird, but we won't be blowing up massive cooldowns on the big ad at this point. We're just switching our focus. But we basically want that ad to die. For now, that's what I'm going to say. I don't know if... ready check to see who was actually focusing boss or ad. Ready is boss, not ready is ad. Yeah, so a lot of people were focusing the ad because it died fairly quickly. We can have it a bit longer alive, but not too much longer. So there's after that second erupting bedrock, I'm going to basically tell you guys to focus that ad, and we will switch our focus at that point. Once it's dead, it's just a bit of uptime on the boss. So that's for that second phase. It's really boss. Eventually, after the second bedrock, it's ad, kill the ad. Any questions for second phase? I'll talk about second intermission in a second. Listen, if you do way more damage to the ads because it's full health and, you know, after he's at 70, it's not worth it anymore for you, you know your class. Generally speaking, I mean, Jesme wants to be on an ad even if I tell Focus Bot, because execute phase sweeping strike is stupid for arms warrior, but it's not necessarily stupid for somebody else. So know your class more than my instruction here. If you have really a lot more DPS doing one or the other, I'm not going to stop you. But for those that is just, you know, doing DPS. So let's talk about second intermission now. Second intermission, Earth and Frost. I need 2 people with immunities basically to not soak with everybody else. So Verds and Cass, I'm going to put you on that duty. So the idea here is for second intermission, there's too many Frost zeros, absolute zeros, that if we were to soak everybody the first one, we'd die on the second one. There's a debuff that we get if we soak when we have that debuff, we just die. The timing between both is too little. We still have that debuff when the second one comes out. So by having Cassatella and Verds not soak, and Nairi, you'll be a backup for that. If neither of them have the debuff, they're automatically getting the second absolute zero. When you get that second absolute zero, you are getting out, you are bubbling and ice blocking outside of the group, nobody's soaking, and then you come back. So that's kind of the rotation for absolute zeros in that second intermission. So Cass, you'll always be getting one, and Verds as well. Make sure you don't soak the first one. If you get the first one because you were literally the target, call it out. We got a backup. All right. Second intermission, last thing. Focus is Frost, not Earth. That was a good pull, guys. I think intermission, we're getting a bit more comfortable in that first one with fire. So keep that in mind. Nairi is mentioning the healing absorb. I don't know if you guys are realizing you're getting the healing absorb. If anybody has a weak aura that really tells you that you got it, or DBM and you know you got it, once we're past that second eruption bedrock, and I'm going to call it out, but if you get that shield, please, every time you get it, pop a potion. Pop it once the first time. When you get it the second time, pop another potion. That is the worst part for healers in this fight. It's like a 500k health shield that they need to burn through. Help them out just a bit. Pop a potion. Try and survive. Pop a defensive maybe if you need to.
How many people get it?
I don't know. I think it's 3.
Oh, okay.
5, 4.
How many, Nair?
3, 2.
Feels like more than that, but it might be.
I may be wrong.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave.
Nice stack range.
Watch your step. Watch Watch your step.
Searing Carnage, go.
Defensive.
Forgot the ball.
Watch your step.
Yep, take it, Drake. As soon as you're safe.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Defensive.
Top.
Watch your step. Big eye.
bows to me. Too far away.
Got the lightning out. Searing Carnage now. Don't forget you're going out. Range, stick around the circle. Do not cut inside if you have a range. And
Run away. Help, sir.
Soaks here.
Watch your step.
Searing Carnage. Play it safe, guys.
Run away.
Trying to repositioning lightning right now. Everybody come to square. Everybody come to square. Square tank. Searing Carnage happening now. Bring it out.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Alright, watch the frontal.
Big eye.
We phase that 5 seconds later than the note, so everything's 5 seconds later. I don't think the dynamic works.
Okay.
Watch your step.
Watch your feet.
Knocking back. Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Watch your feet. From the end now.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Take the boss. Good. Stay over there with the boss. Watch your feet. This is into the add watch your feet as well. Start focusing big guy.
Taunt boss. Knocking back.
Watch your frontal.
Watch your step.
Watch your feet. Oh no, that's not it. Well, still.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Watch your feet.
Watch your step.
New watch your feet again. And wipe it.
Nothing bad.
Barely a test of my skill.
I didn't notice his health.
It wasn't even close to that one time where it died by the second ring.
What do you mean, Jess?
To like specifically say either you're referring to the ad or referring to the boss instead of actually saying big, like just to clarify between the two.
Big, I say big guy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you do quite often. So like kind of
Yeah.
keep it in comparison. Boss,
No.
boss.
Yeah, boss ad. Focus the big guy. Come on, guys, that's clear. I don't know what you're.
yeah, it's been interesting.
I'm like, all right.
I'm hitting one of them, so I must be right.
Yeah, right. He's putting it in. He can't be wrong, right?
Listen.
Hilarious.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'll work on that. Yeah, I am not good with the word reset.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why I can't get wipe into my vocabulary.
Right. It is hilarious. Well, maybe it's because you're, Canadian, so it's one of those things. But regardless, it's hilarious. We've had a few times in our raiding experience where we're like, all right, reset, and you're referring to back to the same position to get ready for whatever else mechanics coming up. And you see like 4 people jump off, like Painsmith, for instance.
Oh, that was painful.
Man, that was a good one.
There were a lot of accidental resets on Pains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time, right?
There's nothing like saying reset, everybody's alive until you jump off. I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, reposition is the accurate word, really, but.
Yeah. But yes, yeah. Well, as we described, terminology isn't your strong suit.
I'm French, okay? I'll put it on that my whole life.
Yeah. Right.
I never learn. I'm in a position where I tell you what to do, not the opposite. Jeez.
2, 1.
Can you imagine? What an asshole.
Begin.
Alright, focus the boss.
Defensive.
Good stuff, guys.
Watch your step.
You guys feel the progress?
How long is it gonna last?
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Clean it up back there. Yeah.
Watch your step.
Good. Watch steering.
I am very sorry, everyone.
Oh, it was just the perfect time to drink. You knew it.
Thank.
Watch your step.
My bad. Range.
Watch your feet.
Good.
Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
And carnage.
Defensive.
Good way to stack here, guys.
That tech stack doesn't matter as much.
Oh, this is where the last time we had issues with them.
All right, on X, as much as possible, guys.
Oh my!
Nope.
Oh, we only got one. Jeez.
No, we got ice instead of lightning.
Instant people into the lava. I love to see it.
Yeah, they were the bomb.
They knew.
They did. They definitely did.
Watch your step.
You didn't even have to say reset, meaning reposition. You know.
Sudoku.
Who's the wrong big guy?
Right.
But the ice guy's small compared to all of the rest. He's little.
Hey, big guy means that, okay? Go with the program.
Small.
Right. And when he says add, that means boss, okay? It's whatever is subjective to what means damage in that moment, okay?
Stay small.
No, small ads spawn from Fire Guy.
Nah, they're unimportant.
Yeah, at the end of that phase, we don't really need to stack as much because we're never soaking those circles again. So
Yeah, the really, really important part about stacking is to be able to clear those really quickly and not lose up time.
And then before the second recital, Bullock, you've been pulling a little earlier, which is good. It's fine as long as the range stay back. Melee, you can go hit the boss because you're never gonna get a circle on you. But you've been doing it right. I know like some melee might be like staying back and losing uptime or something, but you can just go on the boss. Your melee range stay a little bit so we have that space that we need.
I do have time, so I'll try and give.
You can just pull. It doesn't. Yeah, now I'm like now that we're thinking about it more, you can just go. Fine, because range can stay.
Good times.
Stay back.
Heck, get out of here.
Rian.
Rian.
Oh man, yeah,
Oh
Rian.
no, not heck.
Rian, you remember that? You know,
Rian has
heck.
PTSD. For the others in SOD, we had a guy that just would not stop, even after being told so many times. It was a pain.
Yeah, and at that point, there was really not much you could do to get rid of them. So it's like, very annoying to say the least.
Big ad. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step. Defensive.
Stack.
Boss, take the boss.
Watch your step.
Good. Range, good. Well done.
Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
And last carnage.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Don't be too far. Come on, baby. I was gonna say, try and stay on the line as much as possible here, guys, until Searing Carnage happens. If you get the lightning, obviously get out. But that's really the only thing. Searing Carnage, everybody should be stacked. Searing Carnage out, everybody else step back. Healers, ring around the rosy. Let's get Nairi up if we can. I don't know if this is a good time. There's never a good time on this fight. Watch it. Be smart, Nairi. Searing Carnage coming.
Watch your step.
Recital, watch it. Let's just reset this, guys. Let's wipe. Wipe.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out if I was doing something wrong or what happened. There was fire all inside the circle.
Our range are the only ones that are gonna get a fire circle, so they should be like definitely really like baiting us as close as they can to the outer ring.
I just mean carnage fire. Like, I don't know if I did something wrong or if someone else did. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah. It seems to like if you're pixel stacked, it doesn't all drop in the one stack. It makes a clump. So I don't know.
Are we supposed to be stacked in that phase? Because there's like.
So let's think about it for a second. Healers are the only ones getting the range. Does melee get Searing Carnage? Probably. Range as well. Who gets the add? Is that just the range still? Including healers or not?
The little ad, I don't know.
Yeah, the little add, because that's the permanent pools technically. Okay, so
I would assume those are ranged only because
that's
the pools, right?
Yeah, maybe. It's hard to say. So what I'm noticing is people with Searing Carnage are actually not running out. Is that what you were saying, Wonkus? You couldn't run out because there was fire all across?
No, I tried to run towards where the boss is right now, like towards the middle, which is what I thought I was supposed to do if I didn't have it.
If you don't have it, that is correct.
Yeah, I did
But
not have it. But
okay.
there was a bunch of fire.
But there are people that have the fire that are running towards the middle. And so my question to the people that have the fire that are running towards the middle, is it misunderstanding what your mission was? Or is it because, let's say there was a bunch of fire here and you felt you couldn't run out this direction because you had a wall of fire?
Yeah, but I also think some of the terminology, like, because I've gotten confused because sometimes you're like, all right, if you get Carnage, you move in the front. All right, if you don't got Carnage, you move in the back. And that's, to your perspective, I would imagine, to where you are in the boss, right? Like, you're talking facing towards the boss, like, right? Like, from here. So back would be towards the outside of the room. Front would be towards the middle of the room, right? Like, is that how you have it? Just so it's, like, in perspective, I guess?
Yeah, from my perspective, basically, I'm looking outside.
Okay, so that's what I want to try to clarify
Yep.
and get like a solid understanding, right? Like when we're talking these positions, we all need to be on the same page. That's the only way this is going to be able to work. Because
100%.
if not, one person baiting to what they thought was back, but they went forward because they were facing the backside of the boss or whatever. We'll get out of that terminology and start heading towards. I guess to clarify, if you do not have the Carnage, you go towards the center. If you do have Carnage, you go towards the outside. Is that how it's supposed to be?
Yeah, so basically Carnage towards the outside, non-Carnage towards the inside. I think Exto pointed it out, and that's the proper terminology there. So Carnage towards the outside. If you do not have Carnage, you should be going towards the inside. There's one exception to that rule. If you are a healer, you are going to go ring around the rosy. That's what I kind of called there. I don't want, that being said, I've seen healers do this, and I don't know if it's because lack of room or something, but as much as possible, I'd like for you guys to outer ring around the rosy, not an inner. If you go inner, you may be blocking off some things. I mean, sure, you're going around. He's only doing one. He's only doing one. He's only doing one. I figured out my lesson.
It's all about learning, right? It's all about learning.
So yeah, if you go inner, you may actually be doing some fire in places that you're like. I don't want to see a healer go, oh yeah, ring around the rosy. Sure, let's go. Ring Around the Rosie, that's just not good. So Ring Around the Rosie healers, I saw Wild do it really, really nicely once, and he was on the outer edge, and he was tippy-toeing every time. You have time to, like, you don't need to full be running, but if you do it right, you only need to a bit. That way we can control lightning and where it goes. So is intermission Carnage clear? Carnage out, healers around, don't Carnage in. Jess, you're good. It wasn't the first time, so I think clarifying terminology was a good idea here, and making sure everybody's on the same page.
For sure.
Sorry, guys.
So, the one thing I missed is, so I'm ranged. Can I just kind of chill out here? I always just stay out here. Is that bad?
That's what I was.
Problems.
That's what I was.
Trying to bait anything, right?
We're not trying to bait anything. It won't port to you. As long as you stick in lightning or fire. That's the only thing I'd say, Exto. Do not go to earth. Do not go to ice.
Yeah,
it is probably better too, a little bit.
I don't go too far out. I just like I see no reason for me to ever be in the center. So I'm like, I'll just chill out here.
But if we have enough people doing it.
Yeah, there's the circles. We need a few range in middle to be able to deal with that. So there needs to be a decent balance. If you get Searing Carnage and you're pushed outwards, you don't need to rush to us. Let's put it that way.
Got it.
You good, Dexter?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
I gave up trying to soak circles. You guys are so good at it, I could never get one. There's never one for me to soak. So I give up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm out. Now you face the master elements.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Torn force. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Defensive.
Oh my gosh.
Stack.
Watch your step. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Shot range.
Shockwave. Torn force. Watch your
And
step.
Searing Carnage coming out.
Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your step. Begin.
Let's reset it.
You need to be in that spirit.
Let's wipe it.
Is the spirit link there to help with the transition, or is it?
Not required. It's just the last dot tick. So
Yeah, no,
in
I
all
know.
these phases, this big dot ticks, and then the transition's a little bit of damage. It's not that much. I mean, people who died stood in. So
Yeah,
No,
overkill
I know.
527.
I stood in it to try to get in the spirit link, and I was like, maybe it was better to just stay out.
we have a lot of stuff going there, so everyone should be fine as long as you don't get hit by extra stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, molten rupture is basically the only thing that is the difference there for the people that died.
Yes, I reached myself again. I reached suicide counter 3.
Fo would know. We've heard Fo complain about that a few times too.
It's real fun to zoom, but it is so deadly.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of
Big ass. Defensive.
Why the fuck?
Reset?
No, wipe.
Wipe. Yeah, wipe. Love it.
I enjoy.
I mean, Ankh, go. Where's my battle res?
What? Oh no.
Oh no.
Mithan, I'll heal you with my hold stone.
That was a taunt issue. I'm sorry.
I taunted, and then he said no, and then he went after you.
I'm not sure if that's my bad. If I taunted the wrong target, he would have been immune to your taunt for a second or two.
Possible.
Cats.
Yeah, true. You got a point.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened.
See, taken up for other tank. You know, whatever. Don't worry, I got my own little scribble pad for
5,
you too.
4, 3, 2, 1. Big ass. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Torn force. Watch your feet. Watch your step.
One last little take like there.
Watch your step. Defensive.
I can't talk for a second.
Watch your step. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Torn force. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Watch your feet.
Defensive.
Get him up.
Watch your step.
Wait for the transition, I think here. Jess. Oh, we're good. Never mind. Here's to hoping. I'm not sure.
A rock boy? Cool.
Yeah,
He's
when
a big guy.
so too early he basically spawns an ad. Too late he doesn't finish his cast, and
It's like a 2 sec, or it's not even.
it's
2
like a
there's
half a
1
second.
second window.
Watch your step.
Yeah. So gotta be a bit tighter
It
on.
is like 96% is when it has to be walking across.
I mean, this is choosing the mechanic cast, so as much as it's dumb, it's just us taking advantage of how it works.
Yeah, we got to utilize the the skip, I guess is what it's called.
Yeah, apparently lightning is not a good idea. So you have a tendency to have the boss here.
3 ads.
What
Another
happens
ad
if you
is
don't choose it? You have to deal with the lightning
ad.
mechanics and the ad, and it is not fun. You have
doing this in easy mode by basically completely not doing it.
Yeah, lightning
Yeah.
is the worst of the 4, basically.
And honestly, to be honest, it feels that way. Like some of those pulls, we're just learning positioning in a dance. We're not really having to deal with many checks and whatnot.
Yeah.
So once we get that dance, as we're calling it, down, and where we're going, and some of that terminology stuff figured out, I really like this. This fight's gonna be pretty, not really easy, but it's gonna be manageable for sure.
Yeah. So Nora, you have a tendency to have the boss here before crossing. Earlier we were here. I think you need to find the sweet spot. If you're probably right here and he moves as soon as he finishes that cast, should be good.
You would have been good that one, but I actually stopped walking.
Yeah, you waited
for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought I moved too early.
You're good. I'm not sure. I don't think the big guy gets it.
He's very finicky.
Yeah, I know. It's a really tight window. Fort, please.
Mithin's like, this is the first fight I've had fun on in weeks.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of primal elements.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave.
Nice stack range.
I
Watch
got
your step.
You taunted the wrong one.
I did.
Watch your step.
It's okay. Searing Carnage.
Shockwave.
I got both on me. Watch it.
Defensive.
Take the boss when you can.
Watch your step.
Ooh, nice stack. Range, take care of your stack.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Shockwave. Taunt burst. Watch your step. Watch your step.
He's in your perfect position.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Go.
Begin.
You waited. As soon as he does that,
How far
just
to the cast does he have to be?
you stopped him on a line there basically. Like you had your foot in the zone, but his was not. Just as soon as that cleave comes out, just go, just go, and don't wait for him close. Don't give yourself room for mistake there. Shimmy left and left and left some more. He's right.
Barely a test of my skill.
Thank you.
I'm out of range.
Glad you're enjoying it a bit more. Last fights were definitely rough on you.
We didn't notice, you know, with how you said you would never go back there. Oh, please. You can't be serious.
Well, I mean, to Exto's point, he came in when we had done all the work and had 2 weeks of progging on it.
I mean, and he did go through Pansmith with us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you put in some
know.
wipes, Exto. I know.
Right.
I'm just teasing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of primal elements.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Get the last tick.
Watch your step.
There's one.
Defensive. Watch your step.
What's that?
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Be consumed by flame.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Trying to go after that Karn.
Get wits up.
Safe to take.
I don't think. Yeah, go. Trying read. Alright, Serene Carnage coming in 5 seconds. If you have it, you go out.
Watch your step.
Alright, soaks are happening.
Hope so. Watch Watch your step.
And Searing Carnage, watch it.
Left, one to the left. Yep.
Under the boss? Under the big ads?
No, it was behind it. Nobody went to soak.
Then. Yeah, if somebody sees something, speak up as quick. We tried Furnace. Speak up as quick as possible. We want to try and cover as much as possible. It's definitely.
And so to clarify, are we getting more soaks than that? Right? That's only the only time we soak, right? As in.
Yeah, that'll be the only time we soak.
Oh, okay. So the reason I say that is because there's quite a few times that I've noticed, 2, maybe even 3 people will go in the same one, and then they see others not getting soaked, and then they all split, right? And then the one is left. So what that's meaning is 2, maybe even 3, probably not, but if you have 2 people in there, just stay there, make sure that one's getting soaked. Other people, there's a lot of people in this raid group. There's only 6, I think, to come out. So we should easily be able to have at least 3 people, not including tanks. So it's like, instead of, like I said, I see a lot of people scattering, just try to plant more or less, and the other people that aren't in one should be able to make their way to those. I feel like we'll have a better outcome.
Right. Yeah. On another note, Searing Carnage, first intermission, I want us to try and clean it up a bit more, especially the first set. The first Searing Carnage that happens, everybody should be coming to blue. Like, everybody should be coming. The only person that shouldn't be coming is the person that gets Lethal Current. That person can get out of the group. But I basically want us to stack here to reduce the chaotic first part of this fight. If everybody stacks on me, it'll do 2 things. It'll make sure we're all in the proper position for the first Searing Carnage. So it'll be an easy everybody out or everybody back in towards the middle. Because if we're split and there's people here and there's people there, they're crisscrossing each other, and some people are killing each other and making people react in ways that we can easily avoid on this first one that is super controllable. So when we get into that phase, try as much as possible. Come stack on blue up until that first Searing Carnage. After that first Searing Carnage happens, it does get a bit more chaotic. There's soaks coming up into the next Searing Carnage and things like that. But I think if we can clean up that first one and reduce maybe some deaths there, that'll help. Hurry, there's a bot under this spaceship over here.
Hey, bot, you said, for repair?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you face the master of primal elements.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your feet. Watch your step.
Answering Carnage.
Defensive. Watch
Get him out. Take it.
Shockwave. Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
And Carnage.
Defensive. Watch your step. Bigger.
Oh, come
He was
on.
too fast now.
Love it.
The weapon?
Oh, yeah.
Shockwave.
Yeah, 3 ads.
It's only 2 stormy boys.
Yeah.
Just another big guy.
I inched that marker over just a bit.
Watch your step.
I'll put it a bit further back now that you're just bolting it and not giving him a chance to stop.
Yeah, I'll just send him now.
Yeah. Sorry guys, it's technically he doesn't.
I was gonna say, technically, we're just skipping stuff, so it's still it's probably better this way than learning to do the other thing. No.
That requires more effort. Yes.
We can't choose this fight correctly, guys. Come on, fix it. I mean, technically it's not. We could literally just not go into lightning and it just spawned 2 ads and we'd be okay with it. The problem is when we do that, you can't control what spawns. And that's...
We want rock and fire.
So you could literally only do 3 mechanics, but that intermission would be out of your control, basically.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now you'll face the master primal elements.
Begin. Defensive. Watch your step. Shockwave.
Ooh, beautiful stack, guys. I love those.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Searing Carnage.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Nice. Careful in there. Yeah. Good.
Tuned boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Be consumed by flame.
Defensive. Watch your step.
I don't know. Alright, everybody on blue, please. Let's go. That's first point. Let's do it right. Searing Carnage coming up. Not yet. Just get that out. Good. Searing Carnage in 3 seconds. If you get it, you go out. You might need to bank towards the right. Everybody else in. Yeah, take it. Oh shit, sorry. It's me. Soaks. Let's get them all. Watch the recital as well. Sorry, recital. Honk it.
Yep, let's do it, guys. Last pull of the night. We got this.
Watch your step.
Slow it down a bit here, guys. We got a bit of time.
During Carnage, roaring, it's awkward.
Stay within the circle here, please. Do not be standing in fire.
Minute to be res.
Yeah. Take the boss, stand on skull. Do not go in yet. Do not go in yet. Wait, and go. Oh, what the heck? He casted and he bugged.
Casted it there.
Yeah, he stood too long in the middle.
Is that what it was?
He started?
Yeah. He
casting
started doing his enrage because he was in the middle for too
Yeah,
long.
he did.
It
Yeah.
wasn't near.
He was
Elemental
there
surge.
for like 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, he needs to be there for like 2. It's all good.
Yeah, like his. Yeah.
Hey, we learned a lot tonight. I think we cleaned up that first phase. That second intermission, that first intermission is a lot cleaner than it used to be as well. We got to saw that second phase and that second intermission. So Thursday coming back and keep going on this, guys. Good stuff. Appreciate you guys coming.
I love that. We'll kill this big guy.
Oh,
Good
jeez.
golly. Yeah, tough crowd, right?
Yeah,
Tough.
jeez. This is. It's okay. We'll reset this on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
All right, guys. You guys have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, GG's, guys.
I know.
Hey, Miffin.
Oh.
How's it going?
You know, living the dream.
Just wanted to talk to you really quickly about